Up Vikings?
Today is October 11th and we're on a day 3 schedule.
My name's Marley.
And I'm Tina.
And we hope everyone had a great week so far.
Unfortunately, last week our multicultural club story got cut off early and we wanted to introduce our Model UN club.
So here's Hussein with a quick recap of the 2 clubs and showcasing how you can get involved.
The Multicultural Club, run by Miss Shu, is a brand new club that is being added to our rotation this year. Multicultural clubs are usually designed to build global awareness and reach out to the entire school community and eventually into the broader town community. They meet after school every Wednesday in room 126. Please reach out to Miss Shu or Club President Kevin Morales if you feel interested to join.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Shu and I am starting a new club this year. We have a multicultural club. And what our club does is to spread awareness of multicultural background in student body, as we are having a student body that's growing in their diversity in cultural backgrounds.
Hi, I'm Kevin Morales and I'm the club president.
Hi, I'm Serene Kelly and I'm the vice president.
So the reason I made the club is because I was mostly inspired by my role in student council. I'm the multicultural liaison, where basically I try to unify the students with different backgrounds, especially like the ESL students. And I think it's great that we can expand on that idea, basically have the whole school more involved in this project of mine, to hopefully we can make like an equal school for everybody, basically. Make it fair for everybody to have the same opportunities. Despite the language barriers, I think it should be fair for everybody.
I'm looking forward to run a bunch of different events throughout the year to celebrate different cultures. We're going to have events like bake sales, like movie nights and potlucks. Please look forward to our announcement.
Our first meeting for the Multicultural Club will be next Wednesday in room 126 with Miss Shu. Be sure to join our Google Classroom. The code is EFGDXY5. And be sure to follow our Instagram account, where we'll be just updating what goes on and what's new and anything interesting to announce. It's multiculturalclub_WHS_.
Model UN focuses on problem-solving global issues by discussion and debating, diving into learning about United Nations and the many topics covered like human rights or peace and security. This club advances skills like researching, public speaking, and writing. Throughout the year, you will be able to attend conferences at places like MIT, where you put your skills to the test. You will also meet people from all over the world, ranging from as far as China, Italy, and Brazil. Mr. Demers is the club advisor this year and is looking forward to discussing with new and returning members.
Hey, good morning. Mr. Demers here. Welcome to Wake Up Winthrop. I'm here to talk about Model UN this week. I'm the advisor. This is my 3rd year that I've been doing this now. Unfortunately, my cohort, Mr. Leonardo, has gone on to greener pastures. But I'd like to invite anyone who would care to join Model UN to come to my room. That is 204 on Monday afternoons. It's a great way to meet new people. It's great for your resume. It builds leadership skills. If you're interested in world current events, if you're interested in honing your debating skills, if you're interested in honing your critical thinking skills, and all with a little bit of fun and some role playing, then this is probably right up your alley. So we hope to see you on Mondays at 2:05.
So I recommend joining Model UN if you like history, global affairs, international relations, politics. This is a great way to learn about all of those topics. And it's also a great way to build various skills that will help you not just in school, but just in life.
So yeah, anyone can really join Model UN. There's no prerequisites. As I mentioned earlier, any of those qualities that I mentioned interest you, then I would highly recommend coming. But anyone can just try it out, see if it's for you. If you do stick around, last year we went to 2 different conferences locally. We went to, I believe, Boston University and MIT. I know I chaperoned the MIT event. That was a good time. Went to Worcester a couple years ago, and even a few years before that, I think Mr. Leonardo was able to get a trip going to the actual United Nations in New York. So that's a possibility as well, depending upon how many people show up and what we can do for fundraising. So if meeting people from all around the world is interesting to you, meeting new people and engaging with them and intellectual discussion, well then stop on by.
MALUN is a great way to practice your research skills, your public speaking skills, and your overall social skills. And it's a very good opportunity to meet a very diverse group of people from not only all over the United States, but all over the world. At the last conference I attended, about half the people were from a different continent. Also, it's a very good extracurricular to brag about on your college applications. In MALUN, we do research on various countries and international issues with the intention of participating in simulations of the United Nations hosted by various universities. In the past, we've done Harvard, MIT, BC. If you don't know, the United Nations is a meeting of various countries around the world with the attempt to resolve various international disputes.
Thanks, Asen. If those clubs interest you, make sure to go check them out.
Not only do we have some great clubs at the school, we also have some amazing classes.
What is one class you wish you could be a part of?
That would have to be Viking Longships. It seems like an amazing class.
I totally agree. This class has been an integral part of Winthrop High School for many years.
Here is Liam with a deep dive into the Viking Longships to find out what makes this class so amazing.
Hi, I'm Liam with Wake Up Winthrop, and today we're going to show you one of the electives here at Winthrop High School, Viking Longships. Viking Longships is a great elective that has many opportunities for students to endure in. Viking Longships program started around the 90s from a unique teacher, Mr. George Skane, to explore Viking culture through a hands-on class. It is one of the most unique electives offered in the state and is one of the many things that makes Winthrop High School special. It has continued on ever since, and the program has expanded in students throughout the years, and Mr. Tantino has taken the class over in the last 2 years. There are many things to do in Longships that students have the opportunity to do. For example, students can create boats and bridges using different materials like wood and metal. You can also work with other people in the class to create your own projects based on Viking culture and lifestyles. Viking Longships allows you to explore your creativity and allow you to create anything you want that's a part of Viking culture. Today, I interviewed the teacher and some students of Viking Longships asking what the program is about and how you can be a part of it.
So the Viking Longship project was founded by students in the late 80s, early 90s, and it's been at Winthrop High School ever since. The original goal of the project is to allow students to explore their own creativity and their own ideas outside of a classroom setting. The original intent was the students were going to build a replica Viking Longship, and that's where we get the name. And that morphed into recreating every aspect of Viking culture. I mean, the class right now has 20 students, 10 of them are rookies, 10 of them are veterans, and all the veterans have their own projects that they're working on. Like, people are still building boats. We've got people building, Viking relics in their carpentry department. We have a blacksmithing department that recreates, metalworking and other artifacts created by the Vikings. And we also have things like textiles and jewelry that create the products that Vikings would wear. So really, the project is open-ended and allows students to figure out what they want to do, and they get the freedom to explore that.
I'm head of the wood carving department, and I'm working on a trim for the bridge.
I'm class leader of Viking Longships, and I'm head of finance, photography. I run the 5th grade trip, and I also teach Helm Month at the beginning of each year. It's a lot of responsibility, but I think the class definitely prepares you to take that on.
So really, the most important skill that you can pick up by coming to Viking Longships is learning how to work outside of a classroom setting. 9 times out of 10, I am not telling you what to do. You're coming up with your own project and you're figuring out how you want to work on it, what materials you need, who you want to work with. And it's very non-traditional in the sense that, I'm not really giving you a rubric and saying, hey, if you're building a chest, it has to look like this. No, it's totally up to the students. So I'd say the most important aspect is learning how to be creative and how to think independently.
I decided to take Viking Longship because everyone said it was such a good class, so I decided why not just take it, and I advise everyone to take it.
I joined the class because my brother was in it and he really liked it. And I also really liked the teacher at the time, Mr. Skane. He was really nice.
Yeah, so we do have a few projects going right now. On the smaller side, we have some students that are looking to recreate a Viking loom, which is what they would use to create their fabrics and their clothes. We also have a couple students who are going to create some drying racks for our art department. We're going to try and use Viking designs and Viking wood carving in order to do that. And then on the bigger side, we have a few students who want to build a small-scale Viking pram, which is a type of Viking longship, and then eventually use the skills that they get from building that pram to make a full-scale 21-foot pram, which that'll be a big multi-year project. At the same time, we still have our covered bridge over on the golf course that a lot of people are still chipping away at, with the wood carving, with all the decorations that are going to go on it, like shields and different plaques and things like that. So it's pretty active right now.
My favorite thing about Viking Longships is the creative freedom you get to have, where you can either work on Viking designs or anything that you want to do.
You should take the class because it's very independent. You get to choose what you want to work on. It also teaches you a lot of responsibility, and you can get a lot of community service hours out of it.
So the biggest thing with Viking Longships is we're looking for students who are willing to put forth their best effort. We're looking for students who want to try something that's outside of the classroom setting. We're looking for students who are passionate about something. And we want everybody to consider trying it because it's a skill that I think is really important for life and not just for school, is learning how to be independent, learning how to think for yourself. And a lot of students over the past 30 years have said it's the most influential class that they've had in their entire high school experience. So we're really looking for anyone who's interested in being creative or trying something new.
Viking Longships is a great elective for students to choose. If you're interested in choosing your own projects, becoming a part of the Viking culture, this class is for you. There is an application process to join the club that you have to go through in order to get in. If you have any questions about this class, reach out to Mr. Tarantino. Back to Marley and Tina in the studio.
Thank you, Liam. Anyone who has the opportunity to take this class definitely should. And if this interested you at all, make sure to stop by Mr. Tarantino's room to find out more.
Being a part of anything Vikings is always fun.
Speaking of the Vikings, we wanted to give a quick recap on how all our fall sports are doing.
Now that they're in the middle of their seasons, we wanted to see what the rest of their seasons are going to look like and what the NEC playoff picture is beginning to look like.
Here's Matt with the story.
Hi, I'm Matt with Wake Up Winthrop, and today we're taking a look at all the sports teams as they are approaching the last weeks of their season. The football team has a record of 3-2 with the big win over Saugus last week with a score of 42-12. There were big plays coming from senior captain and running back Will Murphy, who had 3 total touchdowns on the day, while also adding some huge plays at safety. There were also some huge plays coming defensively from Nick Capuccio, who had a pick in the second quarter, and junior linebacker Nicky Romano, who was starting to grow into his own as he had a couple sacks. The team has been on a roll the past couple weeks, scoring a total of 11 touchdowns in 2 games. The team has a bye this week and are resting up, but are still looking to prepare for their big matchup against Swampscott next week. Swampscott comes to the game with a 2-2 record and are 5th in the division. Also with this game being in a big NEC matchup, it is also senior night, which is going to be Thursday, October 17th. We caught up with senior captain Will Murphy to talk about last week's game, how the season has gone, and how the team is preparing for Swampscott after the bye week.
Scoring 3 touchdowns was great. I really felt like Superman, Nick Capuccio. Yeah, it was great. Well, for the bye week, boys have been hitting the links. Golf game's getting pretty good. I know you cut that. I don't want Coach Caddigan to see that. We're definitely watching a lot of film, setting up on Swampscott, keying down on all their formations, giving us the extra week to prepare for them, so it'll be good. The season's gone pretty good. Everyone started off pretty slow, but everyone's starting to pick up the pace now, and we're looking good.
The boys soccer team is now 4-7 coming off a big NEC win against a very good Swampscott team. The Vikings played Swampscott on Swampscott senior night with a big game-winning goal coming from Aaron at the very end of the game to make the score 2-1 Vikings and secure the win. This win was crucial for the Vikings, and there looks to be more success in the team's upcoming games. The team played Masco this Monday, losing 2-0 in a very hard-fought game.
Alright, so a person who's definitely stepped up is Matthew Mataloni. He's been helping me out in the back line. Not as good as me, though, so...
Someone that's definitely stepped up is Fabby. He's been scoring goals, finally. About time.
Alright, our favorite game this season was definitely Swampscott. Under the Lights game, huge comeback in the last 8 minutes and upset them on their senior night. It was really a wholesome moment with the entire team. So our goal for the end of the season is definitely win some more games. We're like on the edge of playoffs right now. We need to secure our spot and hopefully make a deep run.
The golf team is 10-7-1 heading into state soon. The Vikings had a lot of tough matchups against good teams like Beverly, Gloucester, and Manchester Essex. The Vikings also had some great wins against Saugus, Lynn Classical, and Gloucester, the second time around in big NEC matchups. The team is led by captain Thomas Babine and the 1 and 2 spot Ryan Murphy and Nikita Rossi. The Vikings won the NEC with a great season so far and are looking to get even better heading into states.
You know, a lot's been going really good, really well. Paul's been doing good. Tony's been doing great. You know, Dylan Sykes just moved up in the lineup. Dylan's been doing great too. And I've been doing the best out of everyone, so there you have it. How are we preparing for states? We gotta take our time on those putts, reading the lines, take our time on our shots.
Gotta make sure we get a good routine going for every game, every match.
You?
Going in the cage like every day, making sure I'm hitting my shots pure.
The volleyball team has had a good season so far with a big win against the Pioneer Charter School, winning 3 straight sets and taking the victory. The Vikings also had a big win this week against a good Stoneham team. The Vikings played good and it came down to the wire, with Sofia Gonzalez making a dive and play for the win. Co-captain Zoe Bogus and Sofia Gonzalez played a big role in both the Big 3 and outwin and the great win against Stoneham. The Vikings have some big matches yet to come and are looking to finish off their season with some more wins.
One team goal that we have is to keep the intensity because it helps us play better.
A personal goal I have is to get better at hitting.
A personal goal that I have is to keep getting better at serve receive.
My favorite memory with the team so far is Sofia Gonzalez's team dinner at her house, the Birria Tacos. Last night we won against Stoneham. It was a really intense match. We went to 5, and Sofia Gonzalez had a really good save, and there was some really good serves at the end of the match.
The girls soccer team had a rough start to their season, but they've had many bright sides to the season so far, including a great win against Excel and some really hard-fought losses to some good teams like Saugus and Masco. The girls have some real talent and are looking to finish up the season with a couple of wins and start next season off strong.
The season's been going really good. We've made some huge improvements since the first week we started practicing. Like, we really meshed together as a team. A favorite memory from the season is definitely like preseason and the scavenger hunt, because we all had a really good time. Some players who've been stepping up is really our goalie, Tori, and the whole defense, because a lot of our games end up with the defense having to do a lot, and they've been doing really good for us.
This year's boys cross country team currently has a record of 0-4, but have many standout runners such as Gabe Perez and Liam Kenny that have put in some impressive races. The team also had some standout newcomers like Sean McGlowan, who are positioning the team to be successful for years to come. The girls cross country team has seen some success with a record of 1-3 and some close meets with a solid win against the Salem Witches. Vienna Cardoza and Bailey Ferguson have stood out on the girls cross country team. Along with this, the senior night for cross country was this past Wednesday, in which to celebrate all the seniors who puts in a lot of time and dedication to the team that have made up their mark for years to come. I caught up with Owen Nargi for more info.
NEC meet, I think the goal is not to come last. I think Salem is the only team that we have a chance at beating, and we already lost them earlier this year. So, yeah, just beat Salem is the goal. You know, it's my first season cross country, but I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm still gonna be sad when it's over. But I am really excited for indoor track.
I'm gonna lock in for my junior season, you know, hopefully get some PRs, and yeah.
We wish best of luck to all of our teams throughout the rest of their seasons. Cheerleading has a competition next week, and we will be doing a special Wake Up Winthrop story on them. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Matt. Sounds like our fall sports teams are doing really well.
We wanted to wish them all the best of luck as they head into the second half of their seasons.
Even though the football team isn't playing tonight, everyone should try and go to other games.
Volleyball plays at 5:30 tonight at home against Danvers, so everyone should go support.
Maybe after the game we can go out for some dinner.
Sounds like a great idea. Where should we go?
I could go for some Chinese food.
The Beef definitely has some good info on that.
For sure. Here is AJ, or the Beef, with an inside look at Hong Kong Dragon and Winthrop.
The Beef's Bangers.
Hey guys, it's AJ with Wake Up Winthrop, aka The Beef, and welcome back to another week of The Beef's Bangers. Last time we looked at La Siesta, a restaurant offering authentic Mexican cuisine and a fan favorite in Winthrop, and we saw how they gauged on the beef meter. This week, we're going to be beefing it up a little bit to the left of that establishment, so let's not waste any time and beef belly flop straight into it. Watch this.
All right, make way, make way. Hey, you back up. Back up. Let's go, Beef.
Two cylinders, this bad boy's got 8.
So much I wanna do. And tonight, I wanna lay it at your feet. 'Cause girl, I was made for you. And girl, you were made for me. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't get enough of you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't get enough.
Before we head into the restaurant, let me give you a little background on the Hong Kong Dragon. Hong Kong Dragon was established in 1995 here in Winthrop, Massachusetts. It's become a beloved local destination for authentic Chinese cuisine, and it's known for its vibrant flavors and generous portions. The restaurant offers a diverse menu featuring everything from traditional dim sum to savory stir fries and aromatic soups. With a focus on quality ingredients and a welcoming atmosphere, it's garnered a loyal customer base over the years, and it's making a staple in the Winthrop community for both dine-in and takeout options. Whether you're a longtime patron or a first-time visitor, Hong Kong Dragon aims to deliver a satisfying dining experience that captures the essence of Chinese culinary traditions. When we walked into Hong Kong Dragon, they greeted us and immediately walked us to our table because they weren't too busy. Their menu was expansive, and it was hard to decide what to get. I mean, this menu's massive, look at it. And sadly, despite the misleading name, they didn't have any roasted dragon on the menu. The waiter helped us look through the menu, and we decided on appetizers to snack on while we finalized our orders. What lays in front of us is some delicious looking chicken teriyaki, spring rolls, and chicken fingers, alongside some duck sauce and ginger sauce. So, here we have our appetizers. I already took a bite out of it. Some chicken teriyaki, some spring rolls, and some chicken fingers, of course, with some sauce. Alright, I just had a chicken finger, tried it with some duck sauce and then some ginger sauce. They're both really good, but I much prefer the ginger sauce over there. And I also mixed some chili oil in there for a little bit of a kick, and pretty delicious. After we feasted on those delicious appetizers, we finally ordered our entrees. I decided to order the orange chicken, while my team went for the veggie lo mein and the pork fried rice. Got some orange chicken, some pork fried rice. You can't come to Hong Kong Dragon and not get the pork fried rice. It's like orange chicken is my favorite, and we got some veggie lo mein for the crew. Our entrees came out fast and they all looked amazing. The orange chicken was absolutely scrumptious, and it was some of the best orange chicken I think I've ever tasted. The pork fried rice was also spectaculicious and meshed well with my orange chicken. And of course, I couldn't eat it without some chili oil on top. After we finished our mains, we couldn't leave without experiencing a staple for Chinese restaurants, the fortune cookie. And from the looks of it, the future of the beef looks bright. And now for the part everyone loves, the fortune cookie at the end. So let's take a look at the beef's future with our power of cognition. Impatience may be appropriate at this time. Now open your cookie, Owen.
Okay, I'll open mine. Let's take a look-see here. If your friend wants to learn to drive, don't stand in the way. Alright, my turn. The beef, hold the camera. Alright. Fools use tomorrow, wise use today.
Now let's get to the beef meter. Welcome to the beef meter. Here we talk about the service, the atmosphere, and the overall taste of the food at a restaurant. And boy, do I have a lot to say about Hong Kong Dragon as a whole. First, let's talk about the service. When we first walked in, we were met with a warm welcome and got sat immediately. They helped us look through the menu and were very accommodating to one of my crew members who's a vegetarian. They have plenty of meat-free options and the food all came out fast. And overall, I think it was a pretty enjoyable experience. Service gets a 10 out of 10 on the beef meter. Now let's talk about the atmosphere. The restaurant was very clean, had a nice modern atmosphere, and we had some nice soothing jazz music playing while we ate. It wasn't too busy, and they told us they were planning on remodeling the bar area into a lounge. The atmosphere gets a pretty hearty 10 out of 10 on the beef meter. Now let's get to the part everyone's been waiting for, the food. You know, they're pretty generous with the portions. All the food came out hot and ready. The chicken fingers, the spring roll, the chicken teriyaki that we got for appetizers, all absolutely delicious. And then they came out with the entrees. We had some pork fried rice, some orange chicken, some veggie lo mein, and all of those absolutely phenomenal. All of the side dipping sauces, absolutely delicious. Love the ginger sauce, the duck sauce, the chili oil, and you know, I couldn't have asked for anything else. So overall, they get a pretty hearty 10 out of 10 on the beef meter. Hong Kong Dragon gets an overall 10 out of 10 on the beef meter. This is our first 10 out of 10 and hopefully it won't be our last. Definitely come here if you're in the area and you're looking for some delicious food. Beef out. Hey guys. Oh my god.
Thanks, Beef. Now we know where we'll be getting food after the game.
Well, that's all we have for you guys this week. Roll Vikes!